Hello everyone, Sorry here, and today I haven't uploaded in a while, so today we are going to talk about my EU Masters games for the weekend that happened. I qualified Lebanon to the EU Masters. If people don't know, it was really rough, and I wasn't really sure if Lebanon is allowed to participate. I asked Riot, and they took a while to give me an answer, but at the end of the day, they gave me the answer and they gave me pretty much the okay. You can qualify. So what happened next is I ended up ranked 14 on the ladder. Not on the ladder, on the in terms of countries. I was ranked 21, I think, on ladder, but in terms of countries, I was ranked 14, and that means I qualify Lebanon. They took the next master player, the second master player in Lebanon. The third player ended up being a platinum player, and yeah, we made it to EU Masters and we played our games. Our first game was against Germany, which we won, and I'll be talking about those two games. Our second game was against Turkey, which we lost. I think there were a lot of some misplays in the second game against Turkey. Oh yeah, without further ado, here we go. All right, so game one, we picked Overwhelm, and our opponent Germany picked Lisandro Toronto. Now the cameras is flipped; they're gonna fix it in a minute. We ended up banning, I believe, Ashley Blanc, and we banned uh, what did we ban? Ashley Blanc and Azir Aurelia, and they banned Azir Aurelia, and I think also Ashley Blanc, possibly, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we played our Ruthless Raider here just to. We want to push damage here, and we're hoping. Okay, now it's fixed. Okay, no more confusion. Lebanon is on the top side, and Germany is on the bottom side. And obviously they played their sentry. Obviously we're gonna go for the attack here. We have to push even if it's only 2 damage. This Ruthless Raider can always die to an avalanche, and we don't want that. Or uh, Blighted Ravine, which they already have in their hand. Uh, we are banking on our Yeti here. We do have him, so we're kind of saving him until he's pretty cheaper. Uh, Here we are obviously gonna play Ruthless Raider once we get our turn. Okay, there's the Ruthless Raider, and now we're waiting for our opponent to do something. And yeah, they actually had not a bad hand. They actually had a good hand for the early pressure. Like they had everything they needed for early pressure, and now they only needed their combo pretty much. They already have Lissandra. They wanted a Trundle, which they later on did draw it. And yeah, here we top decked the Sivir, which was insane. Our plan was to jam in either the Yeti or the Renekton, which is possibly gonna be Renekton. But yeah, we drew Sivir, and Sivir is so good in this matchup. It's very hard for our opponent to remove her because of the spell shield. And yeah, she has 5 damage, which means Trundle can't even block her, and she still pushes in damage. Yeah, we are waiting for Germany again. They were roping us a lot. They were talking a lot, which is fine because it's a tournament and everyone's trying to talk with each other and make decisions. Yeah, they play the Zerg here, and we just decide to open attack. There is no reason not to open. Our Ruthless Raider can still die to an avalanche, and their unit will not die to an avalanche, so we'd rather take the trade here since we can. I decided to play the Yeti and for 3 mana, and I wanted to play the Preservium because I wanted other cards. I wanted to pretty much not let our hand die, and I felt the Preservium is gonna be awkward later on if I keep it in my hand. And I'm like, yo, we can drop Yeti here, and we can play Preservium, and we bag 2 mana, which is fine. Now, since they played Trundle, they don't have a Ruination mana anymore, which means I can play Sejuani. They have the Vengeance, they have it. Like I can't do anything about it. But playing Sejuani here is really good to kill the Trundle. I could have also played Renekton into a Renekton spell, but I prefer Seju mostly because nothing dies pretty much. So here I decide to pull with Sivir. The reason behind that is she has a spell shield. So if they want to save their Trundle, they have to double flash freeze it, or if they have a troll chant, they have to commit the troll chant, and Shapestone can still kill it. I don't have to commit two Shapestones. So I liked removing Trundle, even though in other matchups you don't want to remove Trundle, but here we're kind of the aggressor. We want to end the game as fast as we can, and Trundle is gonna be an issue later on. So yeah, I think this was the best play we can do here. Even though my Yeti does take damage and he could possibly die to an avalanche, I still think this was probably the best play here. Yeah, so after they played their troll chant and they decided to remove the spell shield of Sivir, I can play Shapestone here and still uh, threaten to kill Trundle. Now they could play Flash Freeze here, which I would be really happy because I have a Battle Fury in hand and I wouldn't have to worry about anymore. But they decide not to do it and save the Flash Freeze for something else, which is understandable and probably the right play. Alright, so our opponent passed, and I could have taken the pass, but I was scared they might have a ruination, and I wanted to develop more on the board. And they could also have a Withering Whale into something or a Flash Freeze. I just wanted to put more pressure on them for the next matchup, or a Vengeance, actually. I wish they had. So I wanted to put as much pressure on them, and yeah, I decided to play the Rockhopper here. Actually, I wanted to play Omen, but one of my teammates kept saying he wanted to play Rockhopper. Then, yeah, you can see me kind of conflicted here. I wanted to play Omen in case they have a Withering Whale, and we keep the Rockhopper alive. But at the same time, Rockhopper does force him not to play a unit, at least, maybe, because it's gonna get vulnerable. So there's ups and downs for both plays, I guess. So we force the Withering Whale here. Now I decide to keep Sivir alive. What I'm doing here is I'm like, yo, I don't think they're on Ice Shard. Like the best they can do is Ball Feast. And if they want a Ball Feast here, I'm happy because I have a Renekton in hand. So I'm like, yeah, I'll keep it alive. If they have the Ball Feast, it's gonna get vulnerable and I can pull the spider with my Renekton. And yeah, I was fine with that. So yeah, now we drop Renekton. And we follow it up with an Omen since we really did not need the 1 mana. So here obviously we're gonna open attack. I can't play the Alpha Wild Claw cause Ruination. Uh yeah, one of my teammates was telling me, yo, attack with Silver first. And I'm like, why? I can push one extra damage. I had to like change things up again. But yeah, we're pushing lethal here and they have to react. So here is where I believe it's a misplay. It's conflicting, but yeah, I was I was expecting a vengeance to be honest, but yeah, I played the Battle Fury on my Sejuani, and Sejuani got what's the word? Vengeance. She got vengeance. Now there was a line to play it on the Omen and force them to vengeance the Omen, which would be probably better. The only difference with this is that I'm pushing 1 damage after they vengeance. But this is fine regardless. But yeah, I think keeping Sejuani probably was better. In case we top deck another Sejuani, we'll have Fury. But yeah, this is still fine. It's I don't think it's a throw, but yeah. So they played the Ice Pillar. I decided to take the pass. I still have lethal with the open, so I'm like, yo, I'll just pass and see what they wanna do. Here they decide to play the second Ice Pillar, and I'm like, okay, they have Lissandra, and they are possibly gonna play Lissandra here. I still take the pass. I'm still waiting to see what they wanna do. I can't play any units because they can ruination my whole board, and I don't want that. Okay, so here, interesting play. They decided to play uh, Matron on another Matron, and what they're trying to do here is they're trying to remove my board in the hopes that I guess they're hoping I don't have a troll chant, which I could have had a troll chant, and this play would have got screwed over. And yeah, it's pretty much just a YOLO play in my opinion. I think I would have liked if they went for Lissandra and Tavern Keeper just to heal themselves. Especially that Lissandra would have given them tough. I think that would have been better than this play. But yeah, they went for this. I am fine with this. I could have played the spell, the the Renekton spell to remove the Matron, but that would mean I can't drop an Alpha Wild Claw and I'd have to play it next turn. I already know they have a Matron and they could play it and pretty much have a whiteboard. I didn't like that at all. I was banking on the open attack here, and their Matron is already damaged. So I'm like, we just hope they don't have a Flash Freeze or Vengeance and we just win. Like, I can't do anything other than that. And yeah, they didn't top deck an answer, and we pretty much won first game. Oh, we actually banned Lee Sin. I actually forgot. We actually banned Lee Sin. Yeah, we banned Lee Sin. We did not ban. They didn't bring Ashley Blanc. I banned Lee Sin because it does well against Nasa Trash and does okayish against Matron, and it does well against Deep. So I'm like, yeah, I'm banning that. I don't want to deal against with it. I actually mulliganed 1 card and it actually paid off. Yeah, so I wanted to smork pretty much early on. I know this matchup depends on pushing early damage and then getting Nasus into Atrocity and winning the game. So yeah, Fading Icon here. Now some people will be like, yo, why play Fading Icon here? Just bank the mana for the Black Spear. But I wanted to smoke. Like I know a lot of lists aren't running Val Feast anymore, and if they have a 1 drop, they better play it now. And yeah, they didn't have any 1 drops or 2 drops, so I pushed 3 damage here, and I was really satisfied with the 3 damage. This is 3 damage that could potentially be game ending later on in the game if my Nasus is big enough. So yeah, they played Devour of the Depth, Allure of the Depth, and they got a really good card. Yeah, we have Curse Keeper here, and we'll play. So I could have played Wings and Waves next turn, but my plan was to open attack. Honestly, uh, I actually waited. I waited here and see what they did. If they dropped the unit, I probably would have waited. I don't remember what did they do again. My camera died off here. My internet was so bad that my camera died off mid while streaming because I was streaming the game and the camera at the same time, so it was really laggy. Yeah, I decided to play this since they didn't drop a unit, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna smork face. But then they dropped the unit, which was really awkward. Why not play it in the first place? I got confused, to be honest. But yeah, I played my unit here, and since they have Joel Hunter, the lifesteal unit, I forgot his name. I was gonna play Doomkeeper first, and then play Merciless Hunter and remove the 0-1, but I decided not to and play around the box because it's a close deck list. I don't know what they're running. And initially, I was not gonna play the Doomkeeper. I was gonna open attack with this hand like this. And at the same time, I keep the 0-1 alive for my Spirit Leech. But yeah, they dropped below mana for box, and I'm like, yo, I don't think I'm gonna get value of this Doomkeeper anymore. I might as well play it now. It's fine if I lose the 1-1, even though we lost 2 damage, we could have pushed extra. It doesn't matter anymore. I still want to smoke more. And yeah, we attack like this. I saw a lot of people conflicted about my attacking position. They wanted me to attack with a 2-1 first because of the healing or whatever, but you're already at 17 HP. The healing does not matter. And with this attack, I'm denying him 1 toss, because if he wants to block with his 2-3, he will not get the toss out of the lifesteal unit. So they decide not to block, which, yeah, kinda really scary for them now. I don't know why. But yeah, they're down to 6 HP now. I'm pretty much going on the smoke plan. So we top decked Butcher, which is really nice since we kept the 0-1 alive. Now we can play Butcher without killing a unit, so it kinda paid off. Not playing the Doomkeeper, I guess, but it was kinda lucky. Not playing the Doomkeeper and the Sand Soldier along with it. But yeah, it was kinda lucky. So here, yeah, they play Stalking Shadows and they get 4 cards. So we know that they have something to play. So obviously they soft pass, and I'm like, yo, they might have gotten a Devourer, and at this point we can't really lose. I don't think we can lose. And I drop the Butcher to trigger my Black Spear. I don't care if they know if I have a Black Spear at this time of the play. The game is over pretty much. And they just pass. They don't play anything. I'm so confused here. Like, why not play anything? What's happening here? And yeah, I'm like, I can still play Thresh. Like, all of us are confused here. I'm like, I can still play Thresh. I don't care if they have a Devourer. I'll play Thresh, and yeah, I still win. Like, regardless, I just pull something and we win the game. They opt to play the Joel Hunters here, which I think they. Yeah, I don't understand the Joel Hunters play. Like, Devourer would have still been better, but like, yeah, the game is pretty much over here. They kill one of my units, the Merciless Hunter, and yeah, we just go for the open attack here and we win the game. There is no counter for them. Like, they don't have even mana for double Withering Wail. I was thinking of double Withering Wail, but yeah, they would, even if they packed mana, it would be only 9 mana. It was not enough. Even double Withering probably does not do it, right? Actually, it does. Yeah, double Withering probably saved them. But yeah, it was GG there, and we won the game. And yeah, I think we drew really well, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll upload the turkey game very soon, and we'll talk about the mistakes we made. So I'll see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.